Hey, want to be an expert at something? Well, you can. Just call yourself an expert at something. That's how it works these days. Find out how on today's Madge Unmuted. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Madge Unmuted. I am your hostess, Madge Madigan. How are you? And with me always is Fitz.
It's me.
Fitz of Rockbox Studios. Boy, that was enthusiastic, Fitz.
Oh, yeah. I'm just chock full of enthusiasm today. Chock full of
A
it.
veritable font of enthusiasm. Look, I'm going to get you all worked up today. Not
Sweet.
not like that, but heated.
yeah.
Not that heated either. But anyway, we're going to talk about...
Tepid.
I get you lukewarm today. That's Fitz with Rockbox Studios. For all your recording needs, please look him up, rockvox.com.
Look up my skirt.
Woohoo! Don't forget to wear your patent leather shoes. Get a better view. Fitz,
What's going on?
do you know that there's a thing that I have titled the Obnoxious Movement?
No, do tell.
I will. That is our topic.
The Obnoxious Movement?
Hey, yes, it is.
Okay.
Thanks to the internet, we have a new thing that I just told you called the Obnoxious Movement. Now, this one is kind of twofold. It's the Obnoxious Movement and how to become an expert without being an expert.
Oh, you mean like every other thing on my Facebook feed?
Yeah,
Like every other, hi, I'm someone you've never heard of, but how did I do this?
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's absolutely it.
Yeah.
And how they became that, and how the obnoxious ones kind of went out. All right. So it's this, mouthpieces and influencers, advocates of nonsense, mostly. I don't know. I guess to the people that listen, it's nonsense. And could be serious or valid, but there's people that have, they deem themselves experts, and then they put their expertise on in a really nonsensical way. So I'm going to a conference next week that is, actually, by the time this airs, it might be over. So I'm going to a conference.
You wish you were going to concert.
I went to a concert last week. I went to go see Squeeze. That was awesome. So this... what sucked about that? They played that song, but they had the audience.
They had the audience sing.
Yeah.
I hate when bands do that. It's like, I'm coming here for you to sing.
Exactly.
Not so we could all sing to a big live karaoke track.
It's like, I feel like I'm back at a fucking fraternity party where all you can hear is the drunk girls shouting, "Tempted by the..." Anyway, you want to hear me even less. So, anyway, this conference is put on by Purpose Pioneers, and a shout out to Alexandria. Look them up if you want. So I'm going to discuss who made you an expert, and when did being obnoxious become the weapon of choice?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you not agree?
Yeah, I mean, so
Thanks, Fitz.
so I was
I know.
parsing the information,
Yeah,
registering.
I know. Okay.
So being obnoxious has sort of been the prerequisite for everyone throughout the ages on who gets noticed. But
Squeaky wheel gets grease.
yeah, and so now it's just worse because everybody has the ability to do it.
Well, exactly. Okay, so that's the thing. Like, there are several people that just come to mind automatically that have become, what is a name for it? I shall call it opinion personalities.
Right.
For lack of a better word. And these are people that have, become popular or whatever, have gotten a following from giving just their opinion, because you can't call them like pundits or whatever, because that implies that they're an expert.
Right. They're pretty much self-appointed experts. Today I am declaring that I am an expert, and now I will go on and market it in such a way that you think I'm an expert. And when you finally pay me for those expert tips, you're going to realize that it's bullshit. But by the time you get those tips, I'll have been long gone with your money.
There are some people that won't even realize. Yes, very good. But no, there are some people that won't even realize that they've been had.
That's the beauty of it.
This is driving me crazy. I'm sorry, but it's the people that get sucked into MLMs. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Well, I have all kinds of stories about those.
Oh, that's going to be a whole nother show.
Yeah.
I wish I got to find, oh, that's a whole nother story. This woman made a joke about, she was talking about MLMs and she's like, how many times have you gotten the DM on your Facebook? Hey girl, it is so true. It's like a script.
I did it. Dude, I got suckered. My brother suckered me into these things. And I can't tell you how many people were like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it because he would always tell me, no, it's not like those other things. This is, this is going to be the next big thing.
There are some people that believe their own bullshit, which brings us now to my next segment. Anyway, there's people that, here are some of the people that are self-appointed experts, as you say. Well, there's one person, there's a couple people locally.
Are you going to name them?
Well, these ones, yes.
Okay.
Not people.
Not people that we could run into at the store.
Right.
That gets dangerous.
Yep. They're not going to do that. But no, I'm talking about the big ones like Candace Owens, Laura Loomer, and Steve Bonnell.
Yeah, I don't know any of those folks.
Well, I'm going to tell you who
Dish.
Everybody knows Candace Owens.
Is she the YouTube chick?
No, she's the black woman that's a very self-loathing black woman that's always talking bad about black people. Yeah.
Does not compute.
I might say some things that are.
Oh, look at that. I put Candace Owens is the first thing that popped up.
So she's all over the place. She became a, conservative darling a while back. And I guess like one of the first people that brought her to the forefront is fucking Kanye West. Okay. What does that tell you? But anyway, then Trump caught on and he was all like, oh, she's so great. But, she's actually just really a pit bull. She's one of those that you can't have an argument each step of the way with her. She just goes to the end. She just takes the straw man argument and runs over the goalpost and you and everything. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I'm talking shit about this person. So whatever. It's my opinion. Everybody's going to follow me now because I'm an expert.
You're a thought leader now.
I'm a thought leader now. Yes. No. So the thing on her is what makes her an expert. I don't know. She started doing this when she was like 20, and she's a college dropout. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if you're supposed to be some political pundit,
it says she's an author. What did she write? Did she write books?
Apparently, but she's written books. She did a couple other things, but here's the thing: she's a big rager against BLM. Now, that's a whole nother ball of wax because there's a small organization that is actual BLM, the organization, and they have some issues. I've just internal, and then there's the whole movement. But she just like bashes the shit out of these people, and she's black. So my opinion,
that's why, because traditionally black people aren't really conservatives on the political spectrum. So
right.
Therefore she's already interesting.
Right. But what makes me cringe is I'm going to say this. Just going to come out and say this. I think why a great deal of, most conservatives by nature, by statistics are white and Republicans and, men. One, I guess they probably like her because she's pretty, but two, I may end up editing this out, but I think says things about black people that white people are thinking.
Oh yeah. Well,
So
that's the whole point.
She says she's like, if all of those black people would act normal, I wouldn't have a problem with them.
Yeah.
And so people that are racist are like, yeah, see, even the black person.
Well, that's
said
the
that.
thing is that, yeah, if a black person says it, then that's
Right.
okay to do that. And
Right.
there, I mean, there's always,
So-
I mean, look at who's the senator or congressman, the doctor. Now I can't remember his name. He's a neurosurgeon or something.
Ben
Yeah, Ben Carson.
Yeah.
You know, he's the same way. He goes up there and he says stuff that the Democrats go,
He wasn't a senator. He was like, Trump made him like HUD secretary.
yeah, wasn't he a congressman?
I don't think so. I think he was just, before that, he was just a.
Or he ran for president?
He was a Republican candidate in the primary. So anyway.
Yeah, I shouldn't be talking about any of this because I know nothing.
I know, but we're experts. Just kind of go back to Candace Owens for a second. Okay, so she says these disparaging things about her own race all the time. However, I find it quite interesting since she has profited off racism.
Sure.
Earlier on, she won a lawsuit when she was in high school, or her grandparents did. She lived with her grandparents because some boys in high school, and I'm not belittling this, but there were some obviously boys, classmates that left really racist and maybe even threatening voicemails at her home phone. So she sued, I think, these people, but the school district, because they didn't keep better tabs on these boys for being racist. So she won, like $40,000 for that. Then also, she was hired by Turning Point, which was an I don't even want to give them any whatever, but they were, kind of this political thing. They were accused of being racist. So they went out. I'm unmuted today. Okay, they went out and got themselves a token.
Oh, yeah.
They hired her.
The Owens token.
Yeah, they hired her. They said, "Oh, you don't think we're racist? We're going to hire this African American woman." And then she found out that was bad, and then she got popular, so she stepped out on her own. But she's just made her voice, her name, whatever, just by being like a pit bull. She's just like really aggressive and nasty. But anyway, so there's another couple ones. I'm gonna name Laura Loomer. I don't know. This one, at least she has a degree in broadcasting and journalism, but we all know that does not a genius make. Because we both got them. I don't know. But no, so she started a career in college by just like being a shit stirrer and trying to sue her. She's trying to sue the college because she took a what do you call it, recorder in and secretly videotaped her trying to dupe the. She wanted to start an on-campus club, and she secretly interviewed or recorded the committee that she had to meet with. And it was just like, she said it was like students for Middle Eastern, whatever, so supporting Middle Eastern, like any group. There's all kinds of cultural groups on, there's the Asian Student Union, there's whatever. So she started, and she's like, I was talking about ISIS and they didn't know it. And see, they approved an ISIS club on campus.
I don't know. I just looked her up, and she's also a conspiracy theorist.
That was what I was going to say.
So anytime I see conspiracy theorist and the way people are described, I just move on.
So yeah, she tries to make sensationalistic shit out of big nothing burgers, and so she's also she's vehemently anti-Muslim. Yeah, and she started her career as working, writing stuff for these conspiracy theorist websites, but but the other thing on the obnoxious front, she's a big stunt person. She's always pulling stunts. Like she picked up a bunch of what she thought were undocumented immigrants at Home Depot and had them climb over the wall to Nancy Pelosi's house. that's just a really small in a nutshell, but look it up. Okay, and then there's Steve, and just so I'm not like all on the right, there's this guy, Steve Bonnell, another college dropout, not that matters, but he was cleaning carpets, and he started streaming I don't know, he'd sit there and play himself playing video games, and then he'd start engaging in these political debates with other guys playing video games.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if you're looking up him
I'm
too,
trying
but
to.
he just but he was really aggressive and combative and obnoxious, and that's how he kind of parlayed these debates into monetizing them. And then of course we have.
Is this the guy that's known online as Destiny?
Yes. Yeah.
The artist formerly known as Destiny? What the hell?
Look at me. I'm talking shit about all these other internet people.
But you know what? That's the thing. It's like these days. I mean, look at us. Look at us.
Look at us.
We got nice microphones. We got nice cameras talking smack.
Exactly. But
what the hell do I know nothing.
Okay, you do. You do. We both. Come on. We know nothing.
I'm the first one to admit. I stopped. Back in let's see, the 2000 when John Kerry was running, was running against Bush. I really got into. I saw Fahrenheit 9/11. The Michael Moore movie, right?
Yep.
And that blew my mind. And I was like, holy crap. And I got real political. I started listening to political talk radio. And at that time, there was Air America, which was the only liberal talk that you could find.
Al Franken.
Al Franken and stuff like that. So I got really into it. And I was eating it up. And now, I can't do it.
Neither can I. And I didn't
because you have to live it.
I didn't mean to get on just only political.
No,
people.
It's mouthpieces. But one thing, really.
The other one that's huge that she's gotten really far is the MTG, and she was like running a CrossFit business, and she
who?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, jeez.
And she got her start. She was at CrossFit. She just started writing articles for a now defunct conspiracy theory website. That's her political science expertise. And then her thing was stunts. Have you seen her? Everything is a stunt. Where she went after the young man that was a Parkland shooting, was that it in Florida?
Yeah.
Yep. He's turned into
wanted to say that he was an actor and all that kind of stuff.
Right? I don't even remember, but she's chasing this poor kid down the street, yelling at him.
Yeah, and she was saying, wasn't she chasing the parents, saying that they didn't die at Sandy Hook? Like, you're a liar. Oh my God.
She's done that to several people. Those
poor people had death threats.
Yeah, everybody in Congress she's tried to pick a fight with. She followed around AOC one day trying to pick a fight.
Because she's a nutsack.
And she's the one that, she put up big anti-trans thing on her wall outside her office. She's just another one. It's just stunts.
I don't know
how people buy into this shit. But it's not just politics. There's like health and wellness shit too.
Well, you know what?
Put rocks in your vagina and you'll live 10 years longer. Oh my God. Okay.
So everything's gotten dogmatic, right? Everything's gotten to a point where it's like a religion now. And this was happening years ago. 10, 12 years ago, I was really into health and fitness. And, I started researching and listened to a lot of podcasts about fitness and nutrition. And so I started, looking into veganism, well, vegetarianism, not veganism, but vegetarianism, paleo, low carb, keto, all this kind of stuff. And each one of those groups has their disciples.
Yeah.
And they're all like, it's a dogma. It's like if you say, oh, you know what?
Which was a great movie, by the way.
Keto is terrible, and you get people, they'll like start like death threats. They'll start calling you names and
Yes.
mailing you a box of fat or something. I don't know.
I don't. Excuse me. That's what I don't understand. And when you go back to it, that people become fanatics and they become disciples, like you said, and that's where it gets dangerous. But then people just use these people, that person who's become that expert. But here's the thing: I want to anybody out there who vehemently follows one of these people, I would like to have a conversation with you. What's the word? Civil. Thank you.
Good luck.
Civil.
Good luck.
Civil conversation with you, and where I ask you, what is that person's expertise? Well, they do their research. If you do your research from conspiracy theory websites, that's not real research. Sorry.
I don't know.
Sorry. But anyway, I know. Okay. So anyway, real quick, you're talking about civil debate. Russell Brand, I know he's, I know. He's a kook. But
he's funny. He's
funny, and he's actually very quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And and he has this, I've seen a couple snippets of this, I don't know if it's a podcast he has, whatever, but I saw there was a clip. He had Candace Owens on, and he said, and obviously he's pretty much to the left, but he also he's pretty moderate. I mean, he's open to whatever So he said, I will discuss this with you, but there will be no, yelling, no name calling, no jumping ahead, no this, no this. And he's like, and I'll keep you on as long as you like. And she did it for the most part. There was a couple times he was like, no. Now you're making assumptions and you're jumping ahead to a straw man argument. And she kind of like, what? No. And she started, but I was like, you go, Russell.
Well, what gets me with those folks, and I see it all the time, and I'm always yelling at the TV because I'm like, why didn't you take them to task on that?
Yeah.
Is when they slip in these little facts, they slip in a little comment that's complete bullshit, or
Right.
it's not vetted, or it's not authenticated, or whatever the word is. And they slip those in, and you see the politician and he's just smiling.
Yeah. People just take that shit at anybody's word, whoever they like.
See, I'm not quick enough for any of this, for any of that kind of talk, and I'm not researched. So I know what I believe, and I think I know what's right, what I think is right, but I'm never, ever good in an argument about anything.
Yeah.
Just ask my wife.
I can be good, but I need to, I don't know. I'm big on like, where's the source on that? And if someone will say, what do you think on this? And at least I have the wherewithal to say, you know what? I don't know. I got to read on that. I haven't read much on that. I can't tell you what my opinion is,
All I know is it's laughable when any private citizen, normal person, someone who has a full-time job and a family, it's laughable when they say, well, I do my own research.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, but no.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Reading blogs written by who knows who, right?
Yes.
And Newsmax and all these other, news organizations that have sprouted up over the last couple of years,
Yes.
Breitbart and whatnot. They're just mouthpieces for people with opinions.
Yeah. You know what that's the equivalent of?
Doing research? Really?
Yeah. I know, how many times I've had that thrown at me, do your own research. I did. The University of Minnesota Center for Virology said, and
that's the thing. People are like, I'm doing my own research, honey. And it's like, they're scrolling through their newsfeed on Facebook.
Right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. So what am I going to be an expert in? I want to be an expert too.
Sarcasm?
Yeah, probably. No, I mean, okay, I was just thinking, I could be one in logic or common sense, but you know what?
That's subjective.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I was telling you something before when we were saying or when you were talking about anything is a source or whatever, that's like when we were kids, when there were 3 television studios and a couple AM FM station, whatever, and that's like me trying to win an argument saying, well, June down the street said that all the guys are going on strike.
Right.
Or they're so and so has a sweatshop in their basement. Oh, okay. It's about the same legitimacy. Anyway, whatever.
Yep.
So I'm gonna be an expert.
What gets me are the people that, like in the podcasting realm, every day I see a new face, a new guy that's got a really slick video, and he's like, and you can pay him however much money it is, and he's going to show you step by step how to monetize your podcast.
Exactly.
Well, first of all, it's bullshit because it's very difficult to monetize a podcast unless you already have a huge following or you already have a bottomless pit of a marketing budget.
Right. I mean, that's a whole nother ball of wax, but yeah,
there's a lot of different balls of wax.
There's things that you can get an opinion on by someone who has been in that business for a while, but that doesn't mean I bought the farm hook, line, and sinker on my proven method. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, watch my podcast and let me know some pointers that I could do better in. And there's a whole lot for this podcast. I'm going to start doing, what do you think? I'm going to start doing stunts and antics and...
What are you doing?
I was doing antics and stunts.
Podcaster Madge Madigan of Madge Unmuted took a dump at City Hall today. She put a little flag in the pile that says Madge Unmuted on Spotify.
Here's my poop. Yes,
guarantee you'd get people to download your podcast.
I am.
Exactly. Took a dump at City Hall.
I'm a thought leader. I have my own movement. It's called the bowel movement. Was that low hanging fruit? So, okay. And that's all I got to say about that.
Damn it, Jenny.
All this shit stems now from viral moments, viral videos.
I know.
Somebody gets a viral video for saying something and that makes them an expert.
So first of all, we sound like 2 old fuddy-duddies right now. Kids today, all they want to do is be YouTube stars and be famous for opening presents on a video and get off my lawn.
Go on the talking and the ticking and the
ticking and talking and the wicking and walking.
Look.
When I was your age, back in my day, YouTube was called books.
Okay, fuck you. No. Okay, what I was getting at though.
Get off my virtual lawn.
Look, I would love to have a viral video.
Sure.
But I'm not gonna. People are manufacturing shit now.
Oh yeah, but that's content is king.
Expressly to go viral, and it's stupid. Do you know how many Karen videos I've seen that are not real? And they're like,
oh, I know.
Look at this woman get owned. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like,
yeah, it's all staged.
It's all staged. I'm sorry if you're catching something on your iPhone. It doesn't have like a 2-camera angle.
right.
And the acting is so bad, and you can tell the person has a wig on, and then you read the comments, and the people are like, "Yeah, she's awful. She's a racist." I'm like, "Oh God." So anyway, my point is, I'd love to go viral, but I can't shake my integrity. What integrity I think I have. I can't. Yeah. All right. I am that old lady. Sorry.
No.
Check out that last podcast I did with when you're old, you can say whatever the hell you want. Hey, look. All right. So now that I'm an expert in saying whatever the hell I want, we're gonna have a segment here. This is gonna be a recurring segment, and we have to have music for this. This one is called Time Travel.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I love time travel. That's one of my favorite things to do.
I don't know. This might not be the funnest kind of time travel. I know. You can time travel in your own head anytime you want.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Today's time travel question is thinking back, something that you used to be either vehemently opposed to or in favor of, and now that you're older, it's changed. While you're thinking, I thought of mine.
Thank you.
This is really lame. But years and years ago, probably still up until maybe about 10 years ago, from the time I was a kid to 10 years ago, I fucking hated Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I love those now.
I
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know when I hated them, I don't think I'd ever actually try.
Oh, no. Because you probably heard someone complain about Brussels sprouts as a kid.
Yeah, probably.
So I don't know if I can even count food, because they say your tastes change like every 7 years or something like that. Your taste buds change, and so and most kids, like, if it's not mac and cheese and chicken nuggets, they don't want anything.
Oh yeah,
they don't want part of it. So
yeah, I had a refrigerator filled with that for years.
Jeez. I used to be in favor of premarital sex, but now that I'm a father and my daughter's 14, I don't think I'm really a big fan of that anymore.
Yeah. I gotta agree with you on that one. That's a big one. Yeah, because
I think about it. I was
you think about premarital sex.
I do a lot. No. I think about when I was 16, I lost my virginity when I was 16 years old. My girlfriend was 14.
You know what?
And when you think about it, when you're that age, it doesn't seem like a big deal. But you think about it now, and it's like...
I have to admit, I had the same scenario. I started dating just like a week before freshman year started. I started dating a boy who I was going to be a freshman. He was going to be a junior. It wasn't until, I was 15 that happened.
Yeah.
And now I cringe.
Oh yeah. Because I look at my daughter who's 14. I don't want to tell
people, yeah. Yeah. Like, but don't do what I did. But if we're gonna go there, the way it happened was good. We were in a loving relationship.
Okay.
So
I don't want her to get into a loving relationship.
Right, I know. So I was like, I don't want to advocate for that either at that age. But anyway, my kids are in their 20s now, so I don't have to worry about it.
True.
But I guess that's a perfect time travel one.
It's tough. Something that I used to be against, but now I'm in favor of, or the other way around.
Either one. I got
where
another.
The position has changed over time.
Yeah. And I mean, like a lot of us, we all, I was all like anarchy, whatever, dead Kennedys, whatever, Black Flag.
Back in your punk days?
Yeah. And then now I'm like, well, no, actually, we need some laws. And I mean, as we get older too, it's really kind of natural that people progress to be a little more conservative as they get older.
Yeah.
But
if you're gonna talk about my my concept of art changed drastically.
Well, yeah.
When I was in my 20s, we had an avant-garde band that played a lot of
Mr. Bungle. I remember. I can never forget that name now.
I wish I was in Mr. Bungle. No, we were phonetic
followers.
Yes, followers of Mr. Bungle. And back then it was always like, it was cool to be the band that like very few people got, like, oh
yeah.
Why your singer's terrible. No, that's his gig. That's his that's his shtick that he's terrible, and it makes it cool. I never really subscribed to that, but I kind of went along with the rest of the band. It was like, okay, he's not like a vocalist. He's like a sixth instrument.
He's
a really bad sixth, out of tune sixth instrument. But back then we used to like make fun of the guys that played cover. Oh, you're just a cover band. You're just like out there playing covers. We're playing originals. Well, guess what? Those cover bands are still playing and still making money.
Yeah.
What am I doing? My guitar's in the closet.
Well, it just made me think of, I don't know where this came from, avant-garde. I just thought of, did you ever hear of the band Liquid Liquid?
No.
Look them up. They were a New York City band. I can't remember what they call it, but they were like avant-garde. And the one, they had a song that, I was just going to say the bass line, but Jesus, pretty much near the whole song became the whole layout track, whatever, not bass. I don't know, the whole track for White Lines by Grandmaster Flash. Oh my God, what is the name of that song? Something begins with a G. Anyway, look it up. Maybe you'll find it.
I don't know.
Maybe another thing that I thought, this is going to be weird. I don't want to piss anybody off, but like
Too late.
I know, whatever. I don't care. I'm an expert now. I'm an expert at pissing people off. When I was young, well, like I said, anarchy and no government, blah, 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 which was kind of odd because I was also a Democrat. But I was anti-war. But that's like in the late 70s, early 80s was, the no nukes thing. Because we were in a Cold War. We thought we were going to get blown up any day.
Yeah.
And so I was very anti-military, anti-war, but also my dad, who was a World War II veteran, was very anti-war because he's like, he didn't want his sons to go see that fucking horrific stuff and whatever. But, I got older and I understood it, and I, have dated military people and I get it, and I have respect, and I do. There are some instances. Hey, I'm making friends all over the place today, aren't I? But you know what it's time for? Time for breaking news with Fitz.
If the news ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh, okay. Then moving right along.
All right. Shake 'em, lady. Today is International Miniature Golf Day. Mini golf was originally created in Victorian Scotland to allow women to play because it was considered unladylike for women to raise a golf club above their shoulder level. Really? It's not Scottish, it's crap. This is a good one for those of you who like high school football. A crew of high school football referees in Ohio made a controversial call this last Friday, so someone trapped them in the locker room after the game by pushing a vending machine in front of the door. That's one way to get them.
Well, there you go.
A couple of
Sure that went over well.
A couple of men in Mississippi saw a vehicle with a free car sign on it and found the keys inside. So, of course, they took it. What could go wrong? Well, they discovered later that there was a dead body in the trunk. Yeah. Let's see. There's a guy named Peter Eastland who's known as the Nose of Nissan. Do you know what he does?
He smells for that new car smell.
How'd you know? Did you read this?
No.
Yeah, he's...
Serious?
His specialty is his acute sense of smell, and he's in charge of maintaining the perfect new car smell. How the hell? That was very good. You put two and two together.
Yeah. I mean, cars and smell. What else? Either that or, he works for like Enterprise Rental Car and tries to... He'll tell you if somebody smoked weed in the car when they had it. Sorry.
Last but not least, a badly composed... Is that right? A badly composed bra ad went viral because it had a zoomed in portion, which made it look like the woman had one normal breast and one gigantic one. Like most other women.
Yeah, have you seen me naked?
Nope.
No, he has not.
And that's your news for whatever the hell today is.
Thank you. That was probably a poorly photoshopped ad.
Yeah.
Hey, got one last little thing for you here, and then we'll wrap it up. Well, actually, two little things. Another segment I'm going to have is event of the week. All right. I should have.
What is the event of the week?
Let me tell you about the event of the week.
Is it a sexy event of the week?
Funny you should say that. It was trying to be. Mom and daughter killed adult film actress with backyard butt implants, cops say.
Okay.
Yeah, and
They killed someone with butt implants?
well, I mean, I'm guessing they were trying to do a little plastic home
plastic surgery?
Yeah.
Ah,
You
yes.
know, they thought they were playing Operation. And they posed as plastic surgery pros, and they've been charged in the murder for an aspiring adult film actress.
Oh, wait, so they were pretending to be...
Yeah.
And then the lady came in for butt implants and she died?
Yes.
Oh, my God. You know what? I make it a rule to never go and get any kind of surgery in someone's living room.
I'm telling you.
Silly.
There's... they've had no medical training and they're not experienced. No shit.
What kind of people do that?
I don't know.
Like,
Well,
how would
I
you
mean,
even do that?
You know, they're...
I'm afraid to give people advice about podcasting, and I do that for a living. These people are going to cut
Guess
open.
they thought they were experts. And scene.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever heard of those home injection parties? Some ways, some ladies will get a hold of some syringes of Botox, and then they're like, that I'm sure they procured completely legally, and then they'll like shoot each other up. But I think that's what this was. They got a hold of some sort of something.
Hey guys, I was over at the doctor's and I found this box of sharps, and I think most of them are Botox. What do you say we have a couple of glasses of wine and start poking each other with it? What could go wrong?
Well, there was another one back that the woman they injected her was like, essentially ended up being the substance of like quick dry cement.
Oh.
And she died. So yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When somebody says they want to inject you in the butt. All right, one last thing for us. What did I learn this week? What did you learn this week, Fitz? Well, from this week's podcast, I should say. I learned that I am an expert at whatever I say I am.
I learned that
don't let anybody inject anything.
Yeah,
in the butt
pretty much.
if it's not attached to their body.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not quite sure I learned anything today, to be honest with you.
Oh, fuck you. Mean. You're so mean.
I learned more about what I shouldn't talk about, I think, is one of the things. Like I shouldn't try to talk about politics.
Oh.
I shouldn't talk about
Look, you can talk about those things as long as you preface
Speaking of talking.
Seriously, preface it with I'm not sure I know all the facts on this, or this is just my opinion. That's all you gotta say. And people
all I
still
ever
think
say.
you're an expert.
So I'm not an expert on anything, and everything that I say for the next 5 minutes is complete dog shit. You can take it or leave it, but
Hell yeah, why not? People do that and don't have that disclaimer.
Yeah, dog.
Oh boy. And with that, Fitz, this concludes another week of Madge Unmuted.
Yep.
Please look up rockfox.com for all your recording needs. ROC.
Yeah, I'm running a special right now.
You are?
Yeah, give me a call. I'll tell you what the special is.
Anyway, call Fitz to find out what the special is at rockfox.com. And follow him on social media. Me, Madge. Like, subscribe, and share, and review, and everything while you're here. And follow me on social media, Madge Madigan. And until next week, thank you for following us, and we'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.